Hello, and welcome back to another video. Today I'd like to talk about the Jim Carrey incident and how I don't think I don't think it's the guy who was pretending to be him, okay? Now, if you don't know by now, there was a lot of speculation spreading the internet and all this stuff. I heard it from my girlfriend because I don't have that stuff, so I didn't know. But a lot of people were saying how Jim Carrey doesn't look like Jim Carrey, and I was like, okay, I heard my girlfriend. So, all right, I'm just gonna go back a bit. On the weekend, I was playing Skate 3, and I heard I heard through my girlfriend's phone that there were people saying that Jim Carrey doesn't look like Jim Carrey. So I was like, oh, okay, what the fuck? I look over and I see Jim Carrey with plastic surgery on his face, and I was like, what the fuck? His hair looks messed up. He doesn't have his beard. Anyone can shave, right? Anyone can shave. But then I heard some guy saying how he's left-handed, but he's writing with his right hand to write autographs, and I'm like, okay, that sounds a bit weird. And then I look at his eyes, and I was like, hold up, bro. Those eyes do not look like him. Those eyes look messed up, right? So I'm looking, and then I hear that a lot of people were saying how Jim Carrey said in the past that if he ever got body modifications or something, that's not him. And now he's got body modifications. And I don't know him personally, obviously, because I'm in the butt fuck nowhere, bro. There's no way I know this guy. However, I know his comedy style, and his style has influenced the millennials to act the way they do. And you know what that is? Overly emoting. I'm not talking about popping the default dance. I'm not talking about popping the take the L. I'm talking about emotions. Smiling freaking like a crazy maniac, like doing the Grinch smile. In the Grinch movie with Jim Carrey, bro. If you guys never seen any of this guy's movies, bro, he literally trained himself to move every muscle. He uses every muscle in his face to do that Grinch smile. Cause he literally said on Jimmy Kimmel's interview, or an interview somewhere, he's like, yeah, this kid came up to me and he's like, oh, do the Grinch thing. He does it without the makeup on, and the kid goes he starts crying, bro. He made a kid cry because of his face, bro. And it's like, dog. Now, to me, that just seems weird how this guy who can morph his face and make it look all fucked up goes and fucks his face up with plastic surgery. Now, with his eye color being different, a lot of people might, he could have, had contacts in. I can believe that. That's believable. But to have someone who can morph their face into anything, bro. Morph his face into whatever creepy little smile he wants. And I know people will be like, oh, well, he's crazy, blah, blah, blah. However, mind you, I don't know him personally, and I don't want to sound like a schizomaniac. However, I personally don't. It just does not sit right with me. I don't think that's him. Well, maybe it is him, but maybe they did something to him. Now, do I believe that there's higher ups or elites out there? I mean, Pizzagate was a thing, and we found that out in the Epstein files. So I wouldn't put it past them. I wouldn't put it past. I mean, we're running out of a lot of conspiracy theories because they're all coming true, and I believe it. I could believe it, yes. Do I believe the guy who said, yeah, it was me who's playing him. I could see that. However, show us like you putting on the mask. Apparently, the mask ended up being AI. So the photo the guy showed turned out to be AI. So I don't know. And even if he was playing a prank, show the real Jim Carrey, bro. Pop a photo of him. But someone who was working with Jim said that was what we saw at that award show was the real Jim Carrey. And to me, he just doesn't seem like himself. Maybe he's doing something, like maybe he's trying on something. I don't know, bro. However, it just makes no sense to me, bro. Like, it makes no sense to me. And I get it, like celebrities are kind of crazy, whatever. But this guy, he was very outspoken with his thoughts on, Hollywood being this weird place. Like you know the clips, bro. Like I feel like everyone knows those clips. And you could have y'all could have thought he was like some wacko, whatever. But I don't know, bro. I don't know, man. It's just I'm just questioning. Bro. And it's just like, dog. It just, to me, I really didn't want to make this video because I didn't want a lot of people thinking I was like a schizomaniac. But I just felt like I needed to make this video because a lot of people were saying how, oh, he just got pranked, right? Oh, we just got pranked. But it's like, if we did get pranked, why didn't Jim Carrey, show a photo of himself afterwards? Why didn't Jim Carrey, I don't know, say something about himself? And it's just like, why didn't the guy pretending to be him show us like footage of behind the scenes with him putting on the mask and getting, dressed up for, for what he was about to do? To me, that just seems very suspicious. And I feel like we need to question. Well, I mean, the government did lie to us about the Epstein files ever being a thing. So, like, come on, people. Like, I just feel like we need to question. We need to. I feel like we all need to collectively question what we're seeing and what we're being told. Anyways, that'll be it for today. Peace.